Hello friends and all viewers. Today I'll tell you how to read chest X-ray PA view systematically. You must have watched my earlier videos. I have already put 2 videos on basics of chest X-ray. So this is the third one. Let's start. I'll start with the X-ray. I got an X-ray PA view. So let's start. So this is the X-ray. To start with, we have to assess radiographic techniques. First is positioning. Here the patient position is proper. You can see the medial end of clavicle almost equidistant from the vertebral body. So it is correct position. Second is exposure. See here you can see the thoracic vertebra from 1 to 4 very clearly, and you can see all the ribs behind the heart, but still you can say this is little high exposure. Sharpness, yes, this X-ray you can say the sharpness is correct. Phase of respiration, this is the 4th point. Here the X-ray is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is an inspiratory film. I have already told you how to decide whether it is an inspiratory film or a film taken during expiration. See, you have to count the ribs. How to count the ribs? I'll tell you. From here, from posterior end, first rib, here to here, first rib. Second rib, see here to here, this is second rib. Third rib, this is third rib. So we have to count from posterior end to anterior end. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is this 7th rib, anterior end of 7th rib, it touches the midpoint of diaphragm. So this is an inspiratory film. And lastly we have to see the identification. See here, cannot see the name of the patient. Somewhere here it is written right, it is written right. That means I'll show you, zooming. Can you see right? Yes, right, see. So this is right, that means this is right side, and this is left side. And this identification means patient name and date will be written here. That's all about radiographic technique. Now look for abnormalities. First, take note of the reason where the X-ray is asked for and for why the X-ray is asked for. The doctor, whoever will advise the X-ray, probably he will note down, he will put some note on the requisition why the X-ray has been asked for, and this will give an idea of the area upon which to concentrate attention. It is important to remember that more than one abnormality may or often does occur in chest. So that's the first point in abnormalities. And second is check the radiograph systematically. How? We have to have a routine for this, because usually our eye tend to be drawn to the center of the film and to the abnormalities, and sometimes we miss changes anywhere else, and sometimes we miss any lesion in the periphery or apex. So first we have to see for trachea. See, here is the trachea. The trachea is in midline. Then lungs, we have to trachea, then we have to look for lungs, then diaphragm, then heart and mediastinum, and then bones, all the ribs and thoracic vertebra, bones, then other soft tissues. Soft tissues, here are soft tissues, neck, there are soft tissues. So that's it. So first of all, trachea. Does it lie centrally? Here the trachea is central. Is there any adjacent opacity or translucency near the trachea? Here it is not there. Then come to lungs. We have to first look for apex. Apex of lung is very important. Are the apex equal in shape and radiolucency on right and left side? Here it is same. Then periphery. These are periphery of lung. Are there any markings or any irregularities seen only on one side? It's normal and both sides is equal. Rest of the lung field, is that radiolucency equal in the corresponding part of the opposite lung? Here it's almost equal. Yes, and the vascular shadows symmetrical in number and pattern in both sides. Then we have to look for any unusual opacities or any radiolucencies. Are the cardiophrenic and costophrenic angles are clear? Here you can see all the angles are clear. Then some danger areas we have to check again. What are the danger areas? Apex, hilum, behind the heart and behind the breast shadow. It is a male person, so you cannot find out the breast shadow. In female there will be dense breast shadow, or if it is a young female then we can miss something. Now come to diaphragm. Is the right diaphragm is higher than the left? Usually it is right diaphragm is higher. Here also it is higher, so it is normal. Are the domes curved? Yes, it is concave here, so it is normal. Do they form a sharply defined boundary to the lungs? Here it is sharp. Is there any abnormalities, abnormally large gas bubble in the stomach or colon? Here you cannot find any gas bubble here. Sometimes it is not present. Is there any free gas under the diaphragm? Here it is normal, so there is no free gas. Now mediastinum. First is heart. Is its size in normal limits? First. Second, is its shape is normal, or is there any unusual prominence or flattening? Third, is its shadow or uniform opacity on either side of the spine? And is it in its normal position or has been pushed or pulled to one side? Is there any evidence of calcification of the pericardium or valves? Now, rest of the mediastinum. This mediastinum, this is superior mediastinum, this is middle mediastinum. Usually heart is in middle mediastinum, and there are in the back it is posterior mediastinum. So are there any masses seen in the mediastinum? Here you cannot find any mass, it is normal. Then is there any displacement of mediastinum? Usually in collapse or in fibrosis, usually the mediastinum pulled to the side. In case of pleural effusion or any mass lesion, the mediastinum can be pushed to another side. Or is there any evidence of free air or pneumomediastinum? Then come to bones. Ribs, you can see ribs, then clavicle. Are the ribs symmetrical and evenly placed? Here you can see it is evenly placed. The gap between the first and second and third is evenly placed. There is crowding. There can be crowding of ribs in case of fibrosis or collapse, where there is volume loss. Is there any evidence of erosion or denser deposit? Erosion of ribs. You can see there is no erosion. It's normal. I remember during my PG time I got one patient who had no chest symptom and had some malignancy in the spine, and when I was called to attend the patient, and I have examined the x-ray, and luckily I found out rib erosion and nothing else in the lung. So that was there. And is there any notching of rib? You know, where the condition you find rib notching, like coarctation of aorta and all. So rib notching, we have to look for, are there any signs of fracture or callus formation? Soft tissue. See their breast shadow, anything abnormal, like sometime if patient with mastectomy, we probably are looking for breast, so we have to take the proper history in that case. Then any calcification or any radiopacities are there or not, or is there any sign of surgical emphysema? So that's all about soft tissues. Here we have to see the soft tissues. Here neck, there are soft tissues. So I have tried to cover all the points systematically. So that's all for today. Good night to you all.